Hello friends, now in your unit 4 chemical bonding and molecular structure standard 11 lecture number 13 continue. Lecture number 13, it's a new lecture and it's now continue topic 4.7.2 conditions for the combination of atomic orbitals. This is a very easy topic because if you want to draw MO diagram, molecular orbital diagram, then this condition is very required. Okay. Now, the LCO means what? Linear combination of atomic orbital to form molecular orbitals takes place only if the following conditions are satisfied. That means, linear combination of atomic orbital to form molecular orbitals takes place only if the following conditions are satisfied. So, first condition is this. The combining atomic orbitals must have the same or nearly the same energy. That means what? Just you see, this is considered one lithium atom, and here also we can say that lithium atom, and this is we can say that atomic orbitals of lithium atom. Atomic orbital of lithium atom. This is also atomic orbital of lithium atom. So according to electronic configuration, lithium in a ground state Z is equal to 3, 1s2, 2s1. So here in a ground state, in 1s orbital 2 electron is present. In another 1s orbital we can see that 2 lithium atom is there. So 1s contain 2 electrons, and this 2s orbital contain this 1 and 1 electron. So here this 1s orbital and this 1s orbital having same energy. Okay, there is no difference in energy, and if they split in terms of, you know these terms BMO and ABMO, and this we can say that, sorry, just withdraw once again because this distance remains same. Okay, this distance remains same. So here we can say that sigma 1s bonding, and here sigma star 1s. Okay, so 2 electrons share the electrons. So according to this way, 4 electron is there, so 2 share at here, and once again just 1 electron of 2s orbital is there, and they sharing their electrons. This distance is same, remember, and here we can say that sigma 2s bonding, and here sigma star 2s bonding. Sigma star 2s bonding. Okay, it is anti-bonding, sigma star 2s. So here this sigma 1s bonding, and here this is sigma 1s, sigma star 1s, and this is sigma 2s bonding. So here 2 electrons sharing their electrons. Meaning of this that 1s orbital having lower energy as compared to 2s orbital. So this 1s orbital cannot, we can say that taking formation of this 1s and 2s is not possible. Remember this one. Or say these 1s and 2s is not possible because just you see 1s orbital having lower energy, 2s orbital having higher energy, and that's why the combining atomic orbitals must have the same or nearly the same energy. So here 1s and 1s atom of this lithium atom and 1s atom of this lithium atom, they are formed here sharing of electrons according to BMO and ABMO, and this is nothing but sigma 1s bonding, and this is sigma star 1s bonding, sigma star 1s, this is sigma 2s bonding, and sigma star 2s, and this is electronic configuration of Li2 molecule. Li2 molecule. That we have to later on, but this is a very important part. So make a screenshot of this and write it completely. Now we see second condition. Here condition is this: 1s orbital cannot combine with 2s orbital, and this 2s orbital cannot combine with 1s orbital because of energy difference. So right here Now here, the combining atomic orbitals must have the same symmetry about the molecular axis. So remember, the combining atomic orbitals must have the same symmetry about the molecular axis. Z axis taken as a molecular axis. So this is considered as Z axis. Okay, this is considered as Z axis. Suppose we have to draw PZ orbital. So we draw just like this way. This is a 2pz orbital. Okay, so this is considered as 2pz orbitals. Suppose we write 2px. So 2px is just like this way. So according to this way, this is considered as 2px orbital, and this is a z-axis. And suppose we consider here 2py orbital, then this is z-axis, and you have to draw just like this way. This is, we can say that 2py orbit. Okay, this is 2py orbit. So this is a symmetry. It is not same. 2pz orbital combined with 2pz orbital, there is a possibility because same symmetry is there. Okay, but it is not possible to combine 2pz orbital with 2px as well as 2py orbital because their symmetry is different. If they combine, then there is no overlapping. Remember, so this is a not way. Here 2px is combined with 2px, 2py combined with 2py, 2pz combined with 2pz. So here 2pz orbital of one atom can combine with 2pz orbital of the other atom, but not with the 2px or 2py orbital because of their different symmetry. Just you see this different symmetry. This is of only one atom. Another atom also we can say that take part in a formation of bonding in molecular orbital, and that's why we can say that 2pz 2pz orbital give fruitful result. That means they are combined very easily. Okay, so this is all about your second point. The combining atomic orbitals must have the same symmetry about the molecular axis. Consider molecular axis as a Z. Remember, Z axis taken as a molecular axis, and here according to Loeb this change is there. Okay, so do not put this because a line. Okay, don't bother about this, but this is we can say that 2pz orbital, here 2px orbital, and this is 2py orbital. So write it completely and take a screenshot of this. Third, the combining atomic orbitals must overlap to the maximum extent. This is a very easy, we can say that concept. Just when these atomic orbitals must overlap to the maximum extent, at that time we can say that greater the extent of overlap, remember, the greater will be the electron density between the nuclei of a molecular orbitals. Suppose we consider here 1s orbital, okay, and here also we can say that 1s orbital. Okay, so here dot and here plus, nucleus is there and positive charge is there. So here we can say that combination of this is, we can say that maximum extent, and spin is opposite, remember, and that's why we can say that here we can say that overlapping is occur. Just you see, this nucleus is the dot and plus sign. Okay, so here we can say that greater the extent of we can say that overlap, the greater will be electron density between the nuclei of a molecular orbital. Same way, just this is the only example. Now in types of orbital and energy level diagram, this already you have to learn this later on, but here just I give an example. So here electron density is maximum, and that's why we can say that here combination or say overlapping is occur, and due to that this is a fruitful overlap. Okay, and that's why we can say that maximum extent of overlap gives better result according to electron density between the nuclei of a molecular orbital. Okay, so this is a greater will be the electron density between the nuclei of a molecular orbital. So this sentence you remember. So here there is a 4.7.2 conditions for the combination of atomic orbitals now complete, and now we switch on towards next topic according to your NCERT textbook, types of we can say that molecular orbitals, types of molecular orbitals. So take a screenshot. Now here 4.7.3 types of molecular orbitals, and in that just we learn molecular orbitals of diatomic molecules are designated as sigma bond, pi bond and delta bond. That you do not learn it here. Okay, it's not in your syllabus. Sigma bond and pi bond must be there. Okay, so molecular orbitals of diatomic molecules are designated as sigma. This is sigma and this is pi. You know this one, sigma bond and pi bond. According to that, sigma and pi, and this is the delta. The sigma molecular orbitals are symmetrical around the bond axis, which we can say that symmetrical around the bond axis, while pi molecular orbitals are not symmetrical. Remember this one. The sigma molecular orbitals are symmetrical around the bond axis, while pi molecular orbitals are not symmetrical. For example, just one example is given here. Linear combination of 1s orbitals centered on two nuclei produces two molecular orbitals. That means, suppose we consider this is the 1s orbital. Here one center is there, and here positive charge. This is, we can say that dot, and this nuclei, and this is a positive charge, and 1s orbital is there. If we combine it, if we take this overlapping at a time, we can say that here, according to this type of overlapping is obtained. Okay, so just you see, we can say that this is a particular orbital. This type of orbital is obtained, which is considered as sigma 1s bonding. Okay, that was see here also, but you write it completely at here. So here, two nuclei produces two molecular orbitals which are symmetrical around the bond axis. Such molecular orbitals are of the sigma type and are designated as sigma 1s and sigma star 1s. So this sigma star 1s is nothing but we can say that we have to put this dot here, plus and minus, and here dot and plus. This is also 1s orbital, this is also 1s orbital, and they combine. So here we can say that axis is just like this way, separate out just like this way. Overlapping is just like this way. Okay, so this is, we can say that plus plus, and here dot is there, and here we can say that plus and dot. Okay, plus and dot is there. So this you have to learn later on. Don't go there about this. So here 1s sigma 1s bonding, 1s minus 1s, we can say that plus, and here plus. So this is considered as sigma star 1s bonding. Okay, so this is happened at that time. We can say that, suppose we consider here 1s orbital, here also we can say that 1s orbital having same energy according to the conditions. So 1s orbital contain one electron, here also contain one electron, spin is remain same. Okay, but when they overlap just like this way, suppose we consider this way, okay, and here this way. So here this is, we can say that sigma 1s bonding, in which electron is completely paired, and this is considered as sigma star 1s anti-bonding. There is no any electron, and that's why this is due to we consider addition of this 1s and 1s, and this is due to sigma star 1s is the results according to, we can say that, subtraction of 1s minus 1s. So here we can say that on axis this type of, just you see, two nuclei produces two molecular orbitals which are symmetrical around the bond axis. Just you see, around the bond axis they are symmetrical. Such molecular orbitals are of the sigma type and are designated as sigma 1s and sigma star 1s. So this is, we can say that hydrogen atom and atomic orbitals of hydrogen atom, and this is considered as atomic orbital atomic orbitals of hydrogen atom, and this is a molecular orbital of H2 molecule. And here you have to consider energy. Don't forget to write this, because this is a, we can say that, molecular orbital diagram of H2 molecule. Okay, an electronic configuration of H2 molecule is sigma 1s2, okay, sigma 1sb, then bracket 2, sigma star 1s, then don't write anything, 0. Okay, so here this is, we can say that according to your chart is given. Just you see in the figure, first figure is this and second and third figure is this. So according to this, we can say that here a sigma star 1s is there. So consider this is a B part and consider this is a A part. And draw this figure according to your NCERT textbook. So this energy become lower and this energy become higher. Write it completely from your NCERT textbook. Write this, and now we see another orbitals also. Take a screenshot. Okay, now here, don't read this sentence. This is according to, we can say that 1s orbital of one atom, 1s orbital of another atom, and they combine and it produces sigma 1s bonding, sigma stack 1s bonding. This is atomic orbitals of, suppose here hydrogen is the hydrogen atom, atomic orbitals of here hydrogen atom, and this is, we can say that, molecular orbitals of H2 molecule, remember. Now, these anti-bonding molecular orbitals are sigma star, that is 1s minus 1s, and it produces this way. So sigma straight 1s, okay, and this is ABMO, sigma, okay, anti-bonding molecular, anti-bonding sigma molecular orbital, okay. So this is a sigma straight 1s, and here 1s plus 1s, that means combination is occur, energy become lower at a time. This we can say that BMO, bonding molecular, or say bonding sigma molecular orbital. So sigma 1s bonding. So sigma 1s is there. Now just we switch on towards next topic also. So take a screenshot of this. Now here, now consider this topic. It's a continue. If internuclear axis is taken to be in the z direction, it can be seen that a linear combination of 2pz orbitals of two atoms also produces two sigma molecular orbitals designated as sigma 2pz and sigma star 2pz. Okay, so here you consider here 2pz and 2pz orbital is there, and this is atomic orbitals and this is a molecular orbitals. We can say that here sharing of electron is occur, and due to that sigma 2pz bonding and sigma star 2pz anti-bonding here we can say that combined, and it results into BMO and ABMO. So here 2pz orbital, when this subtraction takes place according to the law at a time, we can say that two center is there. That's why molecular orbital is a polycentric, and these atomic orbitals are, we can say that, atomic orbitals considered as monocentric. So here this is a center, remember this is a center, okay. So here subtraction takes place, and due to that here we can say that interface is occur, and according to that ABMO, anti-bonding sigma molecular orbital is obtained. It is denoted by sigma star 2pz, and 2pz orbital and 2pz orbital when they combine, so here addition takes place at a time. We can say that just like you know that peppermint, just like peppermint, you have to remember this positive charge which is a centric, and here two center takes place, and that's why it is considered as polycentric. So sigma 2pz, that is bonding a sigma molecular orbital, bonding sigma molecular orbital. So this is all about, we can say that 2pz combination. And now we see next is very important, which is a 2px combination. Remember, these sentences are not including in a just earlier figure is for only, we can say that, 1s orbital and 1s orbital, and here we consider this figure, okay. So it is a very important, because what is given in your textbook, according to that sigma 2pz bonding, this is a particular orbital having lower energy, and sigma star 2pz that is containing higher energy. Remember, BMO containing lower energy, ABMO containing higher energy. So take a screenshot of this. Okay, now here molecular orbitals obtained from 2px and 2py orbitals are not symmetrical around the bond axis because of the presence of positive lobes above and negative lobes below the molecular plane. Okay, so this is a very easy. 2px and 2py orbitals are not symmetrical around the bond axis because of the presence of positive lobes above and negative lobes below the molecular plane. Such molecular orbitals are labeled as pi and pi star. Remember, pi and pi star. A pi bonding molecular orbital has large electron density. Remember, large electron density present in a pi bonding molecular orbital above and below the internuclear axis. The pi star antibonding molecular orbital has a node between the nuclei. So this is a very easy topic. So this 2px orbital, suppose you consider here 2px orbital, and this is atomic orbital, this is molecular orbital, and this is atomic orbital. So 2px orbital contain one electron, 2px orbital contain one electron, and that's why combination of this 2px orbital, according to, we can say that linear combination of atomic orbital, according to, we can say that subtraction takes place between 2px and 2px. So just you see plus lobe is there, minus lobe is there, and that's why here two center is there. Okay, this one center is one center, and that's why we can say node is this, and that's why here node is produced. Okay, so this way we can say that separate out, and this is nothing but pi star 2px. Okay, this is considered as anti-bonding pi molecular orbital. Okay, and here suppose this 2px orbital and 2px orbital, here addition takes place. So here plus lobe is there, so they overlap with each other, and minus lobe overlap with each other, and that's why here we can say that two centric here. Okay, just we consider here two centric. Okay, just a minute. Okay, two center is there, here one and here one. Remember, this is the one center here and one center here. Two center is there. Remember, always remember, molecular orbital always possesses two centric or say polycentric. According to that, this is one center and this is one center. So here combination is occur, and so plus and minus lobe is according to this way. So this is nothing but types of molecular orbitals and their diagrams, which is we can say that types of molecular orbitals. According to, we can say that first of all we just discuss about s orbital. Okay, then we discuss about 2p z orbital, then we discuss about, we can say that 2px orbital now. Okay, so s orbital is there, 2p z orbital is also there, and 2px orbital is also there. According to that, we can say that in s orbital, sigma 1s bonding and sigma 1s track. Okay, sigma 1s track, that is anti-bonding. Here in 2pz, sigma 2pz bonding and sigma star 2pz, okay, anti-bonding. And here same way pi 2px, here we have to put bonding, and another is pi star 2px. Same way 2py having a same energy, and that's why we can say that pi bonding 2py and pi star 2py. Okay, so here we can say that this topic is here now complete. Take a screenshot of this. Now we switch on towards energy according to, we can say that energy according to molecular orbital. Okay, energy according to your molecular orbital. Take a screenshot of this.